Whoa, 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 whoa. Do we have a legend in the making? Well, Sooner recruit and early enrollee Jackson Arnold, quarterback out of Denton Guyer, is the Gatorade National Player of the Year. Let's talk about all the accolades he's won up to this point, coming up in about 10 seconds. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, where we take a pensive approach to the sports conversation. And in this video, we're going to talk about Jackson Arnold, the National Gatorade Player of the Year, who signed to Oklahoma as the number one dual threat quarterback in the country, number one on ESPN's rating, and ranked in the top 12-ish on all of the other recruiting sites overall, but a consensus top 10 player across the board. And lastly, a 5-star plus rating, as he's a 5-star on all 4 major recruiting sites. So let's talk about that. But before we do that, jump in the comments. How excited are you about Jackson Arnold, who is the first ever Oklahoma signee to win National Gatorade Player of the Year awards? Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. If you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. Dropping his content. You see a bunch of it's coming down now that I'm back in front of the camera, but I'm dropping as much of this information for you all so you can stay informed as much. And as well as if you've been here for a while and you're new, hit the share button. Why? Because sharing is caring. So Jackson Arnold, Gatorade National Player of the Year. You can't beat that, right? Like I said, he is the first one to be a signee of Oklahoma. The last one that we had on roster was Kyler Murray in 2014. He won it then, but of course he was not an Oklahoma signee at the time. He transferred in or whatnot, but Jackson Arnold's doing it, man. He won it over Arch Manning, who was the Texas commit quarterback, the nephew of Peyton and Eli Manning out of Louisiana, and former OU commit Malachi Nelson, who decommitted and had followed Coach Lincoln Riley over to USC. So because of that, you've got Oklahoma with arguably the best player in the country based upon Gatorade. It's wild to me to see that. Now, we showed video of him at the Under Armour All-American game where he had a solid performance. I mean, I'm not going to say, it was good. He was 12 for 23, 100 yards and a touchdown. And he also ran the ball 5 times for 50 yards, which was the highest rushing yards in that game. So that All-American game was big on defense because all the defensive players were out there monsters, and it was challenging. He went out there and still was able to compete and put up numbers. And so in his career, he went 28-3 as a starter at Denton Guyer High School, completing over 7,000 yards and 67 passing touchdowns, 8 interceptions with a 8.4 to 1 touchdown interception ratio. Huge. And rushed for 1,500 yards and 36 touchdowns over his juniors and senior year. You can't beat that, right? He made a championship appearance in the 6A Division II in Texas, which is huge, 6A, and a semifinal appearance this past year where they were knocked out of the playoffs. So outside of that, he's going to be something special, period. And I'm stoked to see what he can do for us long term, as, he's the starting quarterback. He is the future. And Jeff Lebby was able to win him because the head coach down there not only knows Lebby, and Jackson Arnold trusts Lebby. They run a similar offense, so there's a chance we could see some action from him early. Knock on wood, we don't lose Dylan Gabriel, but we don't have to worry about it this year. We've got a quarterback that knows the system overall, and all he has to do is get the nuances in, and he can play. So I'm stoked to see that we have a Gatorade National Player of the Year on this roster, who's going to be the leader of this team in the future and probably put up some stupid numbers. So hop in the comments. Let your boy know how you feel about Jackson Arnold, Gatorade National Player of the Year. And, tell me what you think about it. Hit the like, subscribe, and bell notification and stick around. If you are a Sooner fan, you should be subscribed to this channel. Join me on this journey as well as with all the other great Sooner content creators. I'm glad that you chose to follow me, and I'm glad you made it this far. So do that, and there's videos on the other side that you can watch to continue your journey. Outside of that, we'll talk probably in a few hours or so. Peace.